Hi everyone! My AC is actually currently completely out, so it's getting pretty hot, so I can't film for too long or else I'm just gonna sweat it all off. So we're just gonna try and do it really quickly. I have, for instance, I found this for 10 bucks at TJ Maxx, and I've been kind of wanting to try it for a while, but I didn't really want to pay 20 bucks on Sephora for it, so I finally found it in what I think should be my shade. So I'm gonna try that, and I have like this big old zit right here, so it's definitely gonna be interesting to see if it covers it. I have some stuff that I bought like in January or February that I never tried. I'm gonna prime first with the JACLYN under eye primer. I'm just gonna use this really quickly to get my eyes taken care of, because it doesn't matter how hot or oily or humid or whatever, my eyes definitely will always need that extra shot of hydration. And like, I just have a bunch of random red dots all over my face. Like, my skin has just not been doing well at all lately. And then I am going to use the Pat McGrath primer. 21 Days of Beauty is still going on, so all the primers that are going to be half off haven't gone half off yet, which is why I'm just using the usual. Otherwise you would see me trying out all the primers I'm about to buy once the days come around. Alright, so I forgot to wet my sponge, but I'll just spray it with some setting spray or something really quick. It'll be fine. Now I'm gonna try this Beauty Blender. I got it in the shade 1.3W, which I think is my shade. So right now it has like a little lock on the front, which is pretty nice, so you don't accidentally pump it. So I got some on the plate, and we'll dab it on the Beauty Blender, and I'll just kind of press it on my face. Okay, so this is definitely not going to be my winter shade, and this is just straddling the line of almost too warm tone for me. So because I'm olive, I prefer my foundations to lean more neutral. This was like the lightest shade that they had at the TJ Maxx, but I think this is a really good summer shade for me, because even though I do try to protect my face from the sun, you know, just the fact that I'm driving every now and again, even just for like 10 minutes, means my face is bound to get slightly tan. Okay, so I covered this side of my face with the foundation, and this side of my face is bare. I'll try this with a completely soaked sponge next time. I might not have used it right. I can see myself not using this correctly for sure. It seems like it's a little bit drying when I'm just using like a misted sponge as opposed to a damp sponge. So okay, so I would definitely say this is a medium coverage foundation. Not full, and certainly doesn't feel medium full either. I'm going to mist my face pretty generously, and then I'm gonna kind of go over my face again, see if that kind of helps to hydrate my skin a little bit. And I definitely just went ahead and literally just like dunked my face in this, and we're just gonna go over it again and just really smooth things out. Okay, I would say my skin looks way better now. Definitely the mist helped a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on my concealer. Now, I really wanted to try out this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I got it during 21 Days of Beauty, so I only paid like, what, like $11 for this, so I really wanted to try it out. It seems like a combination of a highlighter and a concealer. I'm just gonna kind of see how this applies under the eyes. I'm curious. And I know from swatching it in store, it has pearls in it, so that doesn't surprise me. I just wanted to see how it would look still, like if it has any coverage at all. It calls itself the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, so that would make me think it has some coverage. So like, you can still definitely see the shadows here, but like if I look head on, it actually looks really nice. And the pearls are actually super subtle, so it just kind of looks like I brighten my eyes. Now if I look down, of course, then you can see the problem areas. But like, that's like, I think every concealer on the planet can never cover those up, so that's fine. So I'm gonna take my JX Professional Concealer, and we're gonna work on that spot that needs covered. You can see right here. Do you see how that kind of helps cover up that shadow? You can see that looks way better now. See how it barely is visible now? So I am gonna go ahead and powder my face. I'm not gonna use any cream products today because it's so hot, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna be using this JACLYN Cosmetics Brightening Lilac powder to try and brighten up the center of my face a little bit. Will definitely help to kind of, you know, just make the center of my face look a little bit more bright. Dust all of the excess off. The only thing about this powder I've noticed is if I'm not careful about how I apply it. You can kind of see the harsh edges of where the sponge edges are, like where the powder got pressed in, and it'll kind of leave like circle lines on my face. Okay, so now that kind of has let the center of my face be a little bit brighter. Now I just need to powder the rest of my face. I don't recommend this powder for given how hot the day is. The Pat McGrath Labs powder will definitely set everything in place very well. I don't really like that tension net. I feel like I can't catch the powder past a certain point. Like once you use enough, it's like, how do you get the rest of the powder out? I don't actually know. I'm going to use my ever favorite The Alba All Day Serum Makeup Fixer, and I'm going to use this to actually set my face. It just leaves my skin looking blurred, it leaves my skin looking dewy and fresh, but also just like it sets my makeup all day long, and it hydrates my skin, and it's just so perfect, and it's also so expensive, but I love it, so I use that like all the time now. So I'll keep trying this for sure. I'm gonna try it with different bases. I'm gonna try it with an actually wet beauty blender. Definitely, I really only bought it because it was $10 at TJ Maxx. If I don't like it, then it's not too hard for me to just pass it on to somebody who would. And we're gonna move on to eyebrows. So eyebrows, the Labor Day sale is going on while I'm filming this, so I did order a new brow blade because I feel like Cool Cookie is just not doing it for me. So once I pan Cool Cookie, I'm not going to repurchase that shade. But Blackout is just, it's a bit too easy for me to go overboard. I feel like Dark Drapes has the best pen color maybe, so. And it was half off, and I love the brow blade. You guys definitely know I use the brow blade like all the time. Right now I'm using the Brow Wiz today. Alright, brows are sisters, not twins. Or in my case, they're just like distant relatives, which is fine. And I have definitely thought about like, if I just randomly was given a gift card to do it, I would totally go and get my brows microbladed, because the more I think about it, my brow shape like never changes, so I could always get it like lightly microbladed, and then if I wanted a more dramatic eye look, I can fill it in myself. I feel like they're a bit thick. I'll try a thinner brow sometime, I guess. I'm gonna use the ink stain from Cool Cookie. I don't want things to be too harsh looking. I need to buy like a brow pen. I haven't bought one in a really long time after I panned the Glossier one. Just been lazy. Well, today the Cool Cookie brow pen side is looking fantastic today. I thought it was like drying out, but today it looks great. Weird. So we're just gonna do like a soft daily look, but with like random colors. So my last one used M Cosmetics Magic Hour, so for this one I thought it would be fun to do a more kind of cool tone but not mauve makeup look. So this, I bought the Tipsy Kitty ZEESEA quads when they came out, and I literally just bought it for the packaging, and I also do plan on getting the cat blushes too whenever I can meet like their free shipping threshold. But I wanted to use this adorable little quad. It is super soft. If I decide I need to deepen it up at all, I'm going to use Mothership I. I've used this before on my Instagram, but that was before I started my YouTube channel. I don't really think I've ever shown this much on my YouTube at all. So we're gonna go in first with this shade right here, and I always love the cute imprints, but then I'm sad because I know they're eventually gonna go away. Now this is just my skin color of shade, so not gonna show up. And for me, whenever I want something daily, it's so easy for me to go overboard that having a quad with as little depth as this can actually help, because it means if I apply a ton of eyeshadow on accident, it's not ever gonna get any deeper than what's in the pan. Now this shade does have those micro glitters in it, and they do adhere to the eye, but I don't really feel like it's giving me any sort of satin finish or anything. Let me zoom you guys in, sorry about that. And now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and we're just gonna put this all over the eyelid. You can see this is really contouring out my eyelid, and it's just deepening up the appearance of my eyelid, adding some dimension to my face, which is otherwise, you know, pretty flat. And these shadows do blend really well, and I'm not being super picky with where this goes. I'm just letting it go everywhere. I am looking for some eyeshadows that would qualify as like true satins. If anyone has suggestions on like true satin shadows, like the kind that Michelle Wong really likes for instance, then totally let me know so I can try it, because I feel like I would love a satin eyeshadow if I could find one that was actually satin and not just like micro glitter. Alright, so you can see that literally just adds depth to my eyelid, and it looks, honestly, I like how it looks. I'm gonna put some on my lower lash line now, so you can see that it just made my eyes look deeper and more defined. I'm gonna use this shade right here, and it looks like a metallic, but is actually more kind of satiny. So I'm gonna just use this kind of on the inner half of my eye. And you can see it just brightens up my eye a little bit. Yeah, and you can see that it is literally just a very subtle eye brightener. You know, ZEESEA is a Chinese makeup brand, and this is definitely pretty on par for what China likes. And it like, honestly, it barely shows up, but in real life it is a very slight brightener, really pretty. And particularly under my lower lash line, you can definitely see how it's adding. And now, see, now you can really see this shadow in action. It's really pretty. And lastly, I'm going to take this definitely a little bit more sparkly. If my gut feeling is correct, this is going to feel more like a topper. So I'm going to take this and just kind of top my eyeshadow. Yeah, this is more or less a translucent topper. Almost too translucent for my tastes. Almost. See if it applies better with a brush. I feel like for this part effective shadow, Romand does this kind of shadow topper a lot better. So if you're looking for quads that are super simple, I got this mostly for the packaging, so I'm not like super like mad at myself for buying it. But I will say that this is definitely going to be inferior to the Romand quads, which are actually at a comparable price point. So if you want this kind of quad, just go ahead and get the Romand Better Than Eyes and you won't be disappointed. However, I'm not complaining. This is definitely just super soft and gentle. I'm just gonna pop this on my inner corner of my lower lash line. Alright, so this is what the eyes are looking like right now. I do think I could use just a little bit more depth, so I am gonna go ahead and go into Mothership I. I know we're like going from price point to price point over here. I'm thinking that if I just take this shade, so I'm gonna just add this right on the outer corner, almost like some really vague shadow liner, and that's gonna just add a little bit of extra depth to my eyes. Do you see the difference already? That's adding length to my eyes. And you can see I literally just added just a little bit and look at the difference. Alright, so that is going to be that. I think what this is missing is a really punchy inner corner highlight. So I am gonna go ahead and take this shade right here. We're gonna pop it on the inner corner. And I'm not applying it at full opacity. I like barely tip my brush into it. So if it comes out looking like not a Pat McGrath shimmer, that's because of how I'm using it. Definitely don't think that this is actually the sheer. It's not. I just want it to still match the vibe of the rest of the look. It can definitely go all the way up to a super intense metallic if you want. Her metallics are definitely my favorite part of her palettes. I know it's blasphemy, but I like these more than the baked ones, honestly. And you see the difference that that has made on my eyes. I am gonna go ahead and put on some mascara now. I think a little bit of eyeliner will help with just kind of covering up any potential gaps in the eyeshadow, and that'll just kind of help to just keep my lash line looking nice and clean. So let's go ahead and work on getting the mascara on. So I'm gonna be using my REPHR lash curler for my top lashes. I always do this. Oh no, I have cat hair on my eyelash. You can also just see the volume. It's like instantaneous. Alright, so the curl is going to be fixed now, which is good. This is definitely a mascara you want to concentrate on the roots of your lashes. It's not super lengthening, so I'm gonna apply a second mascara on top. I've been experimenting with that, so I'm gonna use the Clio Lash Mascara. Alexandra Anil really likes this, and I can agree, it's really good. If you prefer volume over length, then you're not gonna like this as much. See if it can give me length. And also a little bit of separation would be nice too. Alright, we're gonna let that dry. Upper lashes are dry, and here's what they're looking like now. I'm gonna work on curling the lowers now, and for that I do use a Shiseido lash curler instead. I'm gonna use the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. This I find, even though it's not waterproof, it actually lasts surprisingly well on my lower lashes. And since it's not waterproof, it's not gonna be so annoying to remove, so I really love this as my lower lash mascara. I haven't used Monsieur Big at all since I got this. It makes my lower lashes look so nice. And now I really like it when my lower lashes get really clumped and thick. I feel like it makes my eyes look a lot bigger and rounder. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna add some eyeliner, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to be taking a brown liner, and I'm literally just gonna use this to kind of fill in those gaps and then draw a very baby wing. So you can see it just you know, kind of fills in the spaces that the eyeshadow might not have gotten. Oh, and then I do always want to take some and kind of put it on my inner corner. And now I have some definition on the inner corners as well. So now I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face, and we're just gonna keep it simple because the eye look is so simple. I bought this blush when it was on sale and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so this is a perfect time to use it. This is from KVD Vegan Beauty and it's in the shade Honeysuckle, and I think this is going to be the perfect blush for this look. You see that? I heard these are pretty pigmented, so we're gonna start small. I think we can add a little bit more. And I'm gonna just let it be applied broadly. I think just this blush will be enough. This is also in my like shame pile. I bought this literally probably like 4 or 5 months ago at this point. There was like a huge sale on their website, so it was like 10 bucks, and so I bought it and never used it. This is definitely such a nice formula though. I definitely have an issue with just like being attracted like ooh shiny, so. But yeah, that's what this looks like, really pretty. And next I'm gonna apply just like the teeniest smidge of highlighter. Like, I'm not even kidding, I'm gonna use so little because it's so hot. I think this will look good. I am so mad. I was like waiting to pick up Becca High Angel and I just learned it's out of stock and I am so upset, but we'll use this in Vanilla Quartz. Otherwise I feel like High Angel would have been totally perfect for this look. Man, I'm sad. Now I'm like never gonna get it because, like, you know, they're closing, and I'm just gonna apply a very small amount of this. I'm not gonna put any on the tip of my nose, but I do always have to put some on the bridge of my nose. You can see the tip of my nose has natural highlight right now, so. I'm going to finish off with the lips now, which is good timing because my armpits are super sweaty. Oh, what a day. What a week. Even when I have such a daily makeup look, I do like having like a little bit of a bolder lip. Lip color doesn't matter as much these days because everybody's like wearing a mask, but you know, just for this video. I do still like a nice lip. I will line my lips as usual with M Cosmetics Fawn. And now I'm gonna use Romand Zero Velvet Tint in Nerd Pink. This is really, really cool toned, so it will match this look really well. This is from their vintage collection. It definitely just, I don't really understand vintage. I grew up under a rock. I really want to try wearing this color with something from Natasha Denona Retro. This is definitely a really unusual color for me, I will say. I don't really wear this color super often. Alright, so this is going to be the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a simple daily look. It is like 82 upstairs now. Really not that bad. It's just a little too hot for me to really do too much of anything, so. And please, please, please always send me your requests. I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go and try not to die of sweat, so bye!